Okay, I forgot a few. I have MCS, multiple chemical sensitivity. Um, I wasn't diagnosed with it, but I 100% know I have it. I guess you should never really say 100%. So 99.9%. Um, no, I have it. Then another one that I very well may have is MCAS, which is mast cell activation syndrome. And that I definitely know I had it when I was bedridden. I probably still have it. I might still have it. Um, I generally eat like maybe 20 foods on repeat. I don't eat very much. I don't have a variety at all. Um, really. I had to do that because I was reacting to everything. Now, I actually have a really hard time. It seems like telling what I react to as far as foods go, but I mean, I had to just cut stuff out. Um, and yeah, I was trying to think of what that actually, I don't know what the actual like symptoms are of that. I know for sure, like 90 something percent sure that I had it. It's just like it's not one of those things that I really just try to avoid the foods instead. That way I don't have that issue. I think I wrote, let me see. Oh, okay. So I've been having like heart issues, which I mean I've known ever since. I didn't realize it though, but first time I was bedridden, and like I couldn't like sit up. I would have like the hardest time. I didn't know what exactly it was. That almost seems like orthopedic intolerance or something. But when I sat up, anyways, like my heart, like if I stand up, my heart rate will go up pretty high. I don't know what the actual, I just saw something a second ago and it said sinus tachycardia, and that's if you're 40 beats over, like when you're standing. And like for me, I know that, see, I'm trying to keep my heart rate under 110, but like I don't do strenuous stuff, but like if I walk out to the gate, my heart rate will shoot right up to like 130, no question, really. Um, and like every time I've gotten long COVID, I've had that gets like worse because it's never just like gone away since I was better than the first time. It just improves as I improve, and then I get COVID again, and then I get long COVID again, and it gets worse again. So I got COVID. I had COVID in like October ish, somewhere around there. And um, actually, it was like the end of September, early October. And I went through like that time when I got it, I went through like 6 months of brain fog or something, however many months it was around there. And then the brain fog just disappeared. Not like I still forget things all the time. I can be talking and lose my spot all the time or forget what I'm talking about. Um, but the brain fog is different to me than that. Like I always have, that other issue, but brain fog is just different. And so it actually went away. Um, I also think that opening the windows and doors though helps that. But I still think that I had, because it, like for instance, the after the second time I had it, my brain fog cleared up in like November, like I was just saying. So it doesn't mean that it's necessarily from the mold. I just do think that the mold does play a part in that aspect. Um, but so like after say like 6 7 months, whatever it was, I've been pushing myself though for the last couple months. But a few weeks ago, I started to sleep in the bedroom again, and I don't know if that has anything to do with it or not. But I woke up to my heart pounding, like actually twice in one week. But the first time I woke up to it, it was so loud that I thought that could have woke me up. And that's all normal stuff with long COVID, actually. Um, and then I started paying attention to, before that, I think I've had my watch on once I got really bad, I made it a point to find my watch so I could start tracking stuff. Um, so I know I have something with my heart, I just don't know. Trying to take it like easier, like in general, just, to get it more back like normal. But like, something on my watch, it's HRV, heart rate. I don't know what the third word is. It might be variable, or I don't know, but people on the boards, it just popped up right at the right time when I needed to see it, where they were, don't forget what I'm saying. Someone had asked about it, and I was like, oh, perfect timing. Um, because I don't understand any of that. And people on there were like, it seemed like their pre-COVID numbers were like around 60. You could say 50 or 60, but 60 seemed like what, I seen on there. But so I have no comparison because I wasn't wearing a watch before I got COVID. So I don't actually know what my numbers were, but I know that they're very, very low now. So my numbers average right now is a 21. And maybe 5 weeks ago, maybe I've been wearing my watch for 4 or 5 weeks. When I actually started, it was around a 27. I didn't know though because I wasn't paying attention to that, but now I can go back and look at it and see. And it ended up getting all the way down to like 19. And maybe the day I saw this, I was like, oh, and so then I went and checked it out, and it said, 21 or whatever was my average, and most of the people on there were all higher than me. There was, I think the person that posted it was a little bit lower than me, just slightly. And then there's one person that had numbers like 4 and 7 or 7 and 9. They were concerning. Like even my numbers are concerning, but their numbers were concerning. And so the person that posted it, anyways, they were asking, you know, for clarification to explain it to their doctor because their doctor didn't know or something. So I've been trying to keep an eye on that number, and I know I need to rest to bring that number back up. Like even my watch says like you strained yourself or something. I mean, it always says stuff, but I've never seen that, or if I have, it's been a really, really, really long time since I have. And it's just not good. Like my sleep's been crappy the last few weeks. My like stress levels at like 50%. Actually, that doesn't sound as bad because the other day was higher. But I mean, it's getting higher than it was, right? Like it's getting higher than it was. And so I know that I need to rest. So a couple days ago, I looked at it. It was like midday, early midday, kind of. And then it was cereal, forgetting what I'm saying. It was 20, it showed my average was, or my night before was 23, and I was like, oh, that's good, 2 points higher. I just gotta continue what I was doing. I was like, Monday I checked it, and Sunday I had that, whatever, it was 20, okay, whatever it was 23, and I wanted to maintain that, I think is what it was. And then something happened that I couldn't control, and it actually, like, right after that, I could just feel that it did, you know, some more damage. And so I woke up the next day and it was 21 again, and I was just like, great. And so then we have all these wildfires that are going on, and I also think that's affecting me. Um, I woke up, it must have been yesterday, and I actually think though, because like my hip's been killing me so bad, I don't know if it's because I was doing so much, but I've not had hip pain and like this. It's just like it seems like it just happened a few weeks ago though. So I have like hip pain, and it goes down my leg and stuff, and um I stepped out of the house yesterday and I just looked around and it was all smoky, and I could smell burnt plastic, and came back in and shut everything. I I don't know. Last time I really messed with keeping the windows open or shut. I think like right now it was yellow. I think I should honestly have them open because of the 6 freaking water damage molds that I have in me. I also don't know if there could be anything like in the house that is on my environmental part of my toxin test. So, oh, but the mosquito people sprayed tonight, and that actually they have Xylene and benzene. That's their like 2 of their main ingredients they use, and those are on my tox panel. So actually, what happened last year was when I found out about my tox panel, I was trying to figure out what it was, and all of a sudden I seen like this white truck going by, like fogging the area, and I'm like fogging something. I'm like, I just like went to Facebook and I'm like, does anyone know what this person is like spraying into the air? And they're like, oh, that's the mosquito truck. And so then I called the mosquito truck place. We'll just call them the mosquito truck place. And they told me that they would put me on the call ahead list. And I believe they said they would mail me the. I mean, I don't know if it was the same conversation, but the ingredients for it or whatever. And I got the paper. I thought I might have recognized a word or two on there. Set it aside. Knew I had to talk to. I'm gonna call him my coach. But he does genetics and like nutrition and stuff. So good combination. But okay, so anyways, he said I can tell you. He said I can't tell you for sure that it's coming from that, but I can tell you that it's in your tox panels. So, and I must have messaged him though. What happened is they ended up spraying without calling me, and they were actually doing it. The last 3 weeks. I just didn't know. The first week I didn't know when they started. I didn't know, and the second week I actually thought they called because an 800 number called me and I didn't pick it up. And then a half hour later, or 5 minutes later, I saw the truck pass by. So I thought, oh, well, they tried to call me, not their fault. And then the next week, I was just so livid because I had all my windows open. They didn't call, they were spraying. And so I called and left a message, all upset because, like, I'm sick as anything and you guys are still spraying, but you were supposed to call and you're not calling. So it was a mistake. The girl didn't know that there was no call ahead list for Buttman Township. So anyways, that stuff is also, in my tox panel. So, I don't know if I was just thinking about something else I was going to say a second ago. I feel like I was actually talking about something. Okay, well, whatever I was talking about. I mean, I know I was talking about the mosquito spray, but I thought I was. Alright, let me see if there's anything else that I wrote. Oh, Lyme and co-infections. So, the Lyme is. I didn't get tested for it. I think I'm going to set this though. 90 to 95% sure I have it. Would be extremely shocked if I did not have it. I do personally think it's sexually transmittable, based on everything I've done. Just want to say that. And then there's co-infections with it. So I think I already said this, though. I don't know. Bartonella and Babesia are, I do think I said this, are the ones I think of. Really Bartonella, I think. But I have to go through the list better, but I know I have some form of Lyme and co-infections going on. I mean, like, I would be so shocked if I didn't. So, it's just a lot of stuff for, like, one person. It's a lot going on. And it's really hard too trying to keep up with working sick. I don't work a lot, but um, I do work a little. So, I mean, I wish I was better because I've really been wanting to work. I really need the money. And I'm just like, all right, so I'm gonna wrap it up here because I'm pretty sure I said everything I had to say. I might have forgot some stuff, but that right there is a pretty good list. Um, doesn't go into anything like if I had ADHD or PTSD or anything like that. There's just a lot of stuff.